Hi, I'm Matt and this is Barbara, and we're both with the Portland Rose Society. And today we're going to talk to you about how to do fall pruning on your roses. Every year we get questions from many different sources from people like yourselves wondering how to do it. So that's what this video is about. There's people who believe that it doesn't need to be done and people that believe that it does need to be done. We're going to talk to you about why it should be done, how it should be done, when it should be done, and where it should be done in terms of where on the plant do you make the cut. We're also going to talk to you about techniques of winter protection. We're going to talk about gloves. We'll talk about types of pruners. And hopefully you'll go out there and have at it and have some fun yourself. Remember, there is no wrong way to do this process.
So in the rose garden today, Matt and I are going to show you how to prune climbers, mini roses, shrubs, David Austins, floribundas, and hybrid teas. We're going to go through each of them and show you how you may choose to prune.
Many of you ask the question, when is the best time of year to do fall pruning? Fall depends on when it starts in your climate zone. If you're in the East Coast, it's maybe November. If you're in Montana or the North, you're in September. If you're in Portland like we are, it's about this time of year. It's October, November. And again, it's all based on when the rains come and start to loosen the soil around the plant, and when the winds kick up and really start to rock that plant back and forth. Another question many of you have is there one type of pruner that's better than others, and are there gloves that are better than others? Here we have several different pairs of gloves. You can see these are nice lightweight gloves. They're kind of rubberized. Here we have some heavier duty leather gloves, some well-worn leather gloves, and we have the gauntlet gloves. Those are great for protecting your forearm. It's a very personal choice. Choose the gloves that are comfortable to you. Whatever you have in the drawer most likely is going to work. Remember, it's about thorn protection. So you decide. When it comes to pruners, my favorite pruners are what are called a bypass pruner. It means that one blade passes over the other so you get a nice clean cut on the rose bush. They come in a multitude of sizes, from loppers to handhelds to small mini pruners. Again, it's a very personal choice. Sometimes it's based on how much you can afford to spend on them. Sometimes it's what grandma or grandpa used. Whatever it is, you decide what you like. There's no right or wrong pair of gloves or pruners to use. Here I am at the mini bed. The roses on my right are the right height. They're not really top heavy. We can leave these alone. You can see the roses in front of me here are top heavy. We want to get them down to about mid-thigh. And I'm just going to go clip, clip, clip like that to remove that extra weight.
So the next pruning technique would be the same for whether you have a floribunda, shrub rose, or English roses like David Austin's. As you can see, this is a shrub rose, and it has got quite tall. So it will catch a lot of wind, snow, or ice, or if you're in a climate like ours, it's just going to whip around. So what I would do with these three types of roses is, like Matt said, with minis, take it down to about thigh length, and then just take it on through, and it'll also look aesthetically nice.
Typical of grandifloras and hybrid teas, you're going to prune a little bit higher to remove the top heavy. You're about waist high. You can see this one's pretty much done. We're going to come over here. And make that the same height.
I grow a lot of climbers in my yard, so I'm going to show you how I would prune this to get the best display of roses in the spring. This technique would also be good if you have a trellis where your roses go up and over the top. So the first thing you want to consider is, which canes are you going to be using next year to have that beautiful design and spray with lots of new basil breaks and flowers, or which canes are in the back that you could wind up over a trellis. So I would, like this cane here, I'd keep it. It's nice and long. It'll be easy to bend over next spring and have a nice display. These ones in the front probably are not going to be pulled back on a trellis, so I would take something like this and start taking it away. Finally, if the canes you're going to pull over next year are really long, you might want to tip them, and just so that it's not whipping around too much in heavy winds, depending on where you live.
Barbara and I want to thank you for watching this video today. We also want to thank the Washington Park International Rose Test Garden for allowing us to use their bushes for this demonstration. Please be sure and come and visit, whether you're out of state or in state or live in town. It's a beautiful place to spend some time. Fall is also a great time to take care of the deadheads and the leaves that might be on your flower beds. Just general cleanup. Make sure that fungus isn't wintering over. And then stay tuned. In the spring, we'll be doing our spring pruning demonstration, which is a lot more detailed, and it'll be coming out sometime in late winter.